Art curator Botho Project Space announced its latest offering, A Place Called Home, showcasing the works of award-winning contemporary visual artist Trevor Stuurman. The much-anticipated first solo exhibition is currently open and will run until the 19th of June in Johannesburg. Our producer Thapelo Mowela caught up with the visual artist earlier this week. Let's take a look at the insert.
What makes a home? I think for me, home is a feeling more than anything. It is, I guess, a place of belonging and, yeah, the most natural habitat that you can occupy. And, yeah, I think that's it.
And talk to us about working on this exhibition. How long did it take and what was the initial plan when you were putting all of this together?
I think it took like close to a year to put it together, but I guess I'm always working on parallel projects. It wasn't like the only thing I was doing and working towards. And yeah, the process was quite organic because it was like building, like in a true style of making a home. It was like about collecting and putting together and curating, and it wasn't just a matter of rocking up and showing up, you know. It was, yeah, like building a home. In the exhibition, there's like each and every room is dedicated to some of the places that I felt at home, including Kimberley. And in the Kimberley room, there's a portrait of the big hole, and just opposite it is, right in the center rather, of the room, is a kiste that I've converted into a couch. And yeah, and across from that there's a mirror with diamonds and, yeah, what looks like diamonds. And the idea with that was to kind of, when you look into the mirror, you almost looking into the big hole, and when you sit on the couch, I guess a kiste is an object that we put our most treasured items, and I wanted to place the audience into a kiste and for them to feel like they are the most treasured beings and the most treasured objects. So it was mainly a conversation with myself about home and just, yeah, diving deep into it.
This is your first exhibition in South Africa. Talk to us about traveling and showcasing your work in different parts of the world and what makes this one so special.
What makes this exhibition so special is the fact that it's like I poured a lot of myself into it, and I experimented with so many different mediums and collaborated with different artists, and I feel like it's a rounded body of work, you know, and the offering, I guess you get to walk where I've been, you know, and I think that's what makes it special, because most of the time we just post and go, and we never take time to actually honor work by framing it and putting it up. And yeah, and I think for the first time in a very long time, it's taking a pause and just, yeah, appreciating it for what it is.
What do you look at being creative in the same light as?
In the same light as light in itself. I think specifically for photography, it's the study of light, and you are able to shine light on subjects that I guess are sometimes overlooked and undervalued. And I think that's the power of art. It's able to highlight and, yeah, and just empower people.
Talk to us about your interest in capturing the African story.
It's purely because I grew up here, you know. I can only share my lived experience, and I think for the longest time our stories were told by others, and that then, I guess, allowed the opportunity for misrepresentation and, yeah, and false truths and alternative truths, and just and now I think it's the time where we are able to undermine and challenge that status quo, and we are able to speak for ourselves in our mother tongue and firsthand, as opposed to secondhand information of which was previously what only ever happened.
You also worked with a furniture and homeware retailer to put this exhibition together, rather infuse the exhibition together. Talk to us more about that.
So to achieve, I guess a home is nothing without furniture. And for me, what I wanted to create was not just an exhibition as we understand, for like an exhibition as we typically understand, and how galleries would function is just like white walls, like just a square box with white walls and artwork. I wanted to create a feeling of home, and I wanted to also have elements of my actual home in the space, so to literally recreate a home.
You're also hosting the Sunday Best experience alongside the exhibition. Talk to us more about that.
The Sunday Best experiences are, or rather the Sunday Best are experiences that we'll be hosting to activate the exhibition, because I feel like home is a multi-sensory experience, and so we're collaborating with different chefs and some of my favorite some of my favorite musicians, and the public and audience would be encouraged to come dressed in the Sunday Best, and we'll be serving 7 colors in true, South African style, and we'll be having like beautiful music performances while people can still enjoy the art on Sundays, and we'll be having like different recreating some of the studio shots here, and just like a day that is dedicated to family and making memories and ensuring that we cultivate a culture of coming together, and I think that's what it's about.